the things that and I think we still have one slot available if anybody's interested. We do have our co-pilot program where it is an extra charge, and I don't, I'm not really pushing this, but what we do is we go through the process of figuring out what you guys do, how you do it, and how to, really more hands-on work. We dedicate a certain number of hours each week to that co-pilot program for you guys. And one of our clients, basically, they were going through and they were defining, okay, this is our process, and we identified a bunch of new date fields that we needed for our routines. And it's like, adding date fields is not hard for us, but we wanted to get it off of our shoulders and allow you guys to create your own date fields. So whenever you go into a routine, any of these date fields that are in here are fields that can be used for your routines. If you're trying to do something and we don't have that date, you would have had to have notified us and we could create it in there. That is going to stop here as soon as we push this next update. And what we're going to give you is the ability to add your own date fields for those triggers. So whenever you go into the upper right-hand corner and choose setup, this is not in yours yet, but as soon as we push it, we'll push it either later tonight or tomorrow. Whenever you go into your menu options, we now have the manage date fields. Last week, I think we discussed that I added the connection types. So if I go into connection types, you can see all of the different connections. You guys can create your own connections now, and edit the ones that are there. In this case, we're going to allow you to also manage your date fields. So whenever you come into the date fields, you can pick which database that you have access to. Do you want to add those dates to? And you can search for fields. It's like, well, do I have this certain field? Do I have any kind of thing doing with lead? Well, I've got a lead conversion date and I've got a new lead date. So you can do searching on the date fields itself. You can, there are certain fields. Whenever you're in your contact record, you go into the important date fields. It shows you certain fields that are available. It's like they're visible all the time. What you can do now is decide which of those do I really want to show all the time. So, and which order. So maybe I want to always have that VIP client date field at the first of my screen. So I can choose where to place it. I can use the little drag and drop option here to tell it where I want my date fields to be placed in my important dates list. So you can choose the order you want to display them. You can also edit them and say, well, I want to change the name a little bit. Maybe I want to change the column name. So like whenever you're in your browse list, some of these date fields are just really long and it just doesn't all fit well in the column. And you can change the column name to be just a little shorter than the normal field name, but that's there. But there's this option here that says always show. And if that's checked, if your always show is checked, it will allow you to see that date field even if it doesn't have a value. We do that automatically for your birthday, your entry date, your anniversary date. But now you guys, if there are certain dates that you want to always see, always be on there, not hidden, you can choose always show. There are two different types of date fields. One is system dates, the dates that we've created. and it'll say yes if it's a system date. If it's something that you guys create yourself, this will be set as no, and I may hide these, but it's a custom field just to you guys. So you could go in there and decide to show it or not, and decide whether you want to allow change or not. So and also what type of date field is it? Is it a date and time field, or is it a date only field? So you get to choose kind of what those are. If there is a system date field that we have, that maybe we've got the time, we assume that you are going to put a time on there, but you never need a time, you could change it from a date time to a date only type field. The only thing that's really different is whenever you select the date, it will also pop up the next window and show you a time that goes along with it. So I went through here and I created, what did I create? I created one for CMA appointment date. That's not a field that we had. So I came in here. I can change the title. I can create whatever title I want to. And do I want to always show it? If that's a field like, you use it a lot, you don't want to have to hide it and find it and all that kind of stuff, just check it and you'll be good. And then click on save. Once you've done that, once you've set up your fields, you've gone in there and you've created other date fields that's important to you, great. Now, if there are some system dates or your own dates that you don't need any, you don't want to use at all, you just want to get rid of them, you can certainly do that. So like subscription date. You guys may not need a subscription date. The subscription date is a system date, but maybe you just don't need it. You don't want it on your list of dates. You can choose to remove it. It will remove that field from your list of important dates. Now, one thing that you don't want to do, and I probably should make a check on this, is you don't want to delete a date that's used in a routine. So if it's used in a routine, I need to probably not allow you guys to delete that. So I'll double check those. But you can go in here and you can delete any date fields that you guys just don't need. You don't want to see them on the screen. You can remove them. And then whenever you want to add a new date, you just come up here to add new date field. And what it will do is it will show you, hey, these are some system dates that you don't have in your list that are available, where you can come in here and you can pick them. Here's the one I just removed, the subscription date. I had removed some trial ones earlier, just doing some testing. But this way, if we create some new date fields and you've gone in here and you've customized your dates, those new date fields will not be automatically added unless you guys come in here and choose to add them. So this is just a kind of a maintenance type thing that we're doing. And if you want to create your own custom date that's beyond that, you can click on the create custom date field and then type in all the information that you want to actually create those fields. Now, the next phase of this is one where we're going to use some AI that says, okay, maybe give me your listing form. It can go through and look at all the different dates on your listing form or on your contract or whatever. And it would be looking for date fields. It could then go in here, try to determine, do I already have that date field? If I do, don't do anything with it. If you don't have it, it will give you a list of all the date fields that it thinks it needs to add. You approve that list, and then it would just add them all in there for you. So that's going to be a huge help whenever you guys are setting up routines, dealing with your contracts or whatever, making sure that those date fields get filled in. Ultimately, what I want to be able to do is say, well, I've got this contract here. Let's scan it, take a picture of it, whatever, give it to Sam. It could then look at each of the date fields that are filled in and automatically add that to your listing or automatically add that to the contract. Once it automatically adds it, then your routines then would automatically start and do the things that they're supposed to do. So that's kind of the plan on this one and how it's set up. So you guys can just create whatever date fields you want. Ultimately, we'll allow you guys to do other fields besides dates as well. We're just doing one group at a time.